My mother-in-law called me a freeloader and got my husband to make me contribute. So when she tried to control my spending, he had to tell her the house she lives in rent-free is mine. My mother-in-law called me a freeloader for staying home with our kids and spent months convincing my husband I needed to start contributing financially. So when she sat us both down and demanded he take control of my spending, he had to tell her the house she had been living in rent-free for 2 years belongs entirely to me. I have been a stay-at-home mom for 4 years. My husband Jake works in logistics, steady income, nothing we brag about. We made the decision together when our second child was born because daycare cost more than I was bringing home, so I stopped working. Neither of us questioned it. The house we live in was left to me after my parents passed, 1 year apart, both gone before I turned 30. 3 bedrooms, fully paid off, and my name alone on the deed because it came through my family estate before I even met Jake. When his mother Diane lost her apartment 2 years ago, we gave her the spare room. No rent, no end date, just temporary, until she sorted herself out. She never did. Diane never hid how she felt about me staying home. She would time it so she was in the kitchen when Jake got home from work. She would say things like his wife spent the day doing nothing, or that she noticed dinner was not started until late. When I handled the school pickups, doctor appointments, grocery runs, and the entire household budget every single week, she called it relaxing. I went through every subscription and service we had one summer, and found us an extra $400 a month. She told Jake I only did that because I had too much free time. He would push back lightly. She would go quiet for 2 weeks and then start again. She had been doing this for over a year, and he had never once told her to stop. About 3 months ago, the dynamic shifted. Jake came to me one evening looking like he had been sitting on something all day. He said his mother had been talking to him a lot lately, that she thought a woman who does not earn income is not a real partner, that I was taking advantage of him, that if I really cared about the marriage, I would bring in something, even part-time. I asked him if he personally felt I was not contributing. He said no. I asked who managed every bill, every appointment, every school form, and every repair call over the past year. He said that was different. I asked how. He had no answer. I said okay and walked out of the room. 2 weeks later, he brought it up again. This time, Diane was standing behind him in the hallway while he talked. She said it was only reasonable for a wife to have some financial accountability. I asked her how her rent situation was going. She changed the subject. Then she called immediately.